all began with the discovery of the All-Fire and the secret of the Convocation. 13 mages, blinded, driven by the greed for divine power, and under the bondage of the Circle, their armies unleashed death and destruction, bonded with the power of ancient runes, cursed to eternal life and eternal death. Until the last day of the old era had dawned.
So have you come to witness the day of my ultimate triumph, poor old man?
No. To witness your downfall. You cannot win. The Convocation is a lie. It will destroy all of us.
So... You shouldn't have come. You really think I care a fig for your whimpering?
Tahira! Rowan sent us. He needs the power of the Rune Warriors. The Northern Realms are in danger.
Rowan knows I will never serve a Circle Mage again. My powers are exhausted. I have seen quite enough misery and bloodshed. Rowan will have to look for somebody else.
That's why he sent us. A very special rune lies concealed somewhere in these lands. We're here to search for it. But we were attacked and Lev is wounded. He needs your help. We need your help.
Then I hardly have any choice. Very well. I will help you. Where is Lev?
I lost sight of him somewhere behind the gate there. I hope he's still alive. These damned orcs.
I'll look for him. You stay here by my hut.
Thank you, Tahira. It's good to have you back with us.
Welcome to the world of SpellForce. In this prologue, we will explain the game to you. Let's start with some general information. The name of the main character in the prologue is Tahira. She is a combination of fighter and sorceress. From now on, we will refer to the main character as the Avatar. Once you've solved the prologue, the game will continue with the avatar you selected before starting the game. Whenever you hold the mouse pointer over a button or an object, a help window with additional information will appear in the bottom left corner of the screen. When you are asked to click on something, this means a click with the left mouse button. We'll tell you about the right mouse button a little later in this presentation. When you click the Options button in the upper right, you can save the game or change the game settings at any point in time. Now select your avatar by clicking on Tahira in the game world. Very good. You can move the view with either the cursor keys or with the mouse by holding down the right mouse button. You can also adjust the view by moving the mouse pointer to the appropriate edge of the screen. A selected unit is marked with a colored ring. Your own units have a green ring, enemy units a red, and neutral or allied units a blue ring. In the lower left, you can see the currently selected units and some additional information such as name, health condition, and amount of mana. You can select your avatar at any time by clicking on the portrait button in the upper left corner of the screen. By clicking on the portrait button with the right mouse button, the view will be moved to the appropriate unit. Move Tahira down the path to the east and through the open stone gate to the Bindstone, a large boulder, by clicking the right mouse button next to it. The Bindstone offers the Avatar an opportunity to connect his rune with this place. Should he perish, he will appear in the last Bindstone used. Enemies are able to sever the connection to a Bindstone if they attack it, thus causing you to lose one active Bindstone. Select the Bindstone with a click. At the bottom edge of the screen, you will find the action bar. A new symbol for Activate this Bindstone should have appeared there. Click on that symbol. The Bindstone will light up and is now active. You are now bound to this Bindstone. In the lower right, you will find the Overview map. Black areas have not yet been explored and are automatically uncovered when you approach them with units. Your avatar has a greater view radius, so he will uncover a larger area. The dots on the overview map are in different colors. Green dots represent your own units, red enemy and blue neutral or allied units or buildings. A few special objects, such as monuments, are marked in yellow. Continue along the path to the east. SpellForce offers you the option of witnessing the events of the game from different views, including the third-person perspective, where you see the action from a position directly behind and slightly above your avatar. To change the view, Press the page up key to zoom in and the page down key to zoom out, or simply turn the mouse wheel. By moving the mouse wheel downwards or pressing page down, the camera will zoom out into an almost vertical perspective. Now, when you move the mouse wheel upwards or press page up, you will see the normal isometric views from different distances. Now change to the third-person perspective by zooming in closer. This is only possible if your avatar is inside the field of view. In the third-person perspective, you can control your avatar directly with the cursor keys or with the A, D, S, and W keys. If you hold down the right mouse button, you can change the view direction. Otherwise, operating SpellForce in this perspective is identical with the isometric view. Follow the path in third-person perspective toward the east to the next stone gate. You can change to the third-person perspective anytime during the game, but for now, we will assume you will be using the isometric view. Change back to the normal isometric view with the mouse wheel. An enemy goblin is lurking around the next corner. He isn't very dangerous. When you hold the mouse pointer over him, a bar will show you his health condition. Select your avatar and click with the right mouse button on the goblin. Your avatar will attack the goblin. As soon as he has been defeated, we will continue.
Warriors, stand by
The goblin's corpse will light up, which indicates that he was carrying an object. You can now take possession of the subject. Take up a position close to the dead goblin and click on the corpse with the right mouse button. You can then see what object the goblin had with him on the left-hand edge of the screen. Click on the shield to take it with you. It will be automatically added to your inventory.
enemy.
Increases your avatar's armor class when you are attacking. With a higher armor class, you lose fewer life points when an opponent hits you with a weapon. To open your inventory, click on the backpack symbol in the action bar, which can be found on the bottom of the screen. A window will open, and on the left you can select the different categories of your inventory. Click on the ring symbol, which stands for equipment. On the left you now see the unused equipment. In the middle, the objects your avatar is currently using, and on the right, your character's current data. We'll deal with this data later. To equip your avatar with the shield, you must first pick it up with the mouse. Click on the shield and then click on the free section for the left hand beside the torso. Now close the inventory with a click on the backpack or the check mark in the lower right of the window, or by simply pressing I again. In the upper left-hand corner, you can see a clickable portrait of the avatar. We call these buttons portrait buttons. The green bar in the portrait indicates the character's health. When the character is injured, it will change color from green to yellow to red, depending on the severity of the injury. When the character has no more life points, he perishes. Your avatar's life points will, however, regenerate with time. The blue bar represents mana, magic energy. When a character's mana reserves have been follow the path through the next stone gate until you have reached the wounded Lev.
I should have stuck with my books. I hope you haven't forgotten your healing arts, Tahira. Help me. Please heal me.
If someone offers you a dialogue, a symbol will float above the character. If this person is relevant to the main quest, it will be an exclamation mark. If the person is only relevant for optional side quests, it will be a question mark. Select your avatar, approach Lev, and click on him with the right mouse button to begin the dialogue. You have a healing spell at your disposal. If you wish to use a magic spell, there are two possibilities.
I thank you, Tahira. Without you, I would have been lost. I thank Aonir that Kaele found you.
What happened anyway? You're seeking a rune?
Yes, a special rune. Rowan is certain it must be somewhere in the ruins of Ankbrand. But the ruins are just swarming with orcs. We had to flee. Only Joshua managed to hide. Kaele knew where your house was. That's why we fought our way through to you. Please, you must help us.
All right. I will fetch your rune. You stay here and recover for a while.
As you command. Take good care, Tahira. Here, this spell scroll. I captured it from one of the orcs. Maybe it will be of some use to you. Keep following the trail. Perhaps you'll run across Joshua somewhere. May the gods grant that he is still alive.
The simplest possibility is offered by the click and fight system. To use this, select Lev. Under your avatar's portrait button, all meaningful actions for the selected target will appear. The blue hand is the symbol for the healing spell. Click on the symbol to heal Lev. The click and fight system can be used in the same way. The alternative to this, speak to Lev again. You have received additional once you have when you die. Next, your avatar should learn the magic spell. Open your inventory and click on the symbol for spell book. On the left, you will see the inventory for magic spell scrolls. On the right, your spell book, and above it, the so-called magic map. Click on the scroll in the inventory to place it on the mouse pointer. Then click any free space in your spell book. You now have transferred. Learn the Fireball magic spell by clicking on the Fireball symbol in your spell book, and then click on any free space in your magic memory. Now close your inventory. Follow the path until you see the Minotaur. Use the Fireball spell to defeat the Minotaur. Many creatures are partially or completely resistant to specific types of magic. Your avatar can also use rare objects found in the course of the game to protect himself better from magic attacks. Behind the next gate, a fire elemental creature awaits for you. This creature is completely resistant to your fire magic. Continue along the path. Try to use your magic spell against the fire elemental creature. If a creature has resisted a magic spell, you will see white bouncing sparks. After this, defeat the fire elemental creature in close combat.
Lines must hold. The lines must hold. Rune warriors, stand by me.
The fire elemental was carrying a hero's rune and 4 objects. Take possession of these. Beside your main character, you now have up to 5 heroes at your disposal. The heroes are your strongest allies and may have magic powers. The hero's rune you just found represents a skill to summon a hero. You open your inventory and go to the category Rune board. On the left side, you will see your current. Depending on which level your avatar has, you can apply up to 5 runes at once. Click on the rune of the hero and place it in one of the empty fields of the rune tablet located at the top. Now you will have to arm the hero. You should have received a bow, a dagger, and 2 pieces of armor. Go into the inventory and select the category Equipment. On the right side of the window, you will now see 2 portraits. Select the lower portrait and give your hero the 4 new objects from the left side of the inventory. The bow must go into his left hand. That's the space on the right-hand side. If your avatar or a hero cannot use an object, it will be marked with a red background. Close your inventory. Follow the path to the Great Monument. This is the Hero's Monument.
At your service.
Go right up to the Hero's Monument, select it, and click on the rune symbol in the action bar. Aside from the Hero Monument, the symbol of a hand every time you call upon a hero, or later. Now you can summon the hero. Select the monument and click on the symbol for the hero in the action bar. After a few seconds, the hero should appear.
Here. To adventure.
A second portrait button for your new hero. If you want to select several units simultaneously, you can combine combat units to form groups. To do this, select the units. Once you have defined a group, you can now very quickly follow the path further toward the south.
Let's go. Forwards. Follow me. For freedom.
You have a fight with the undead ahead of you. Together with your hero, you can win this fight.
At arms, men.
Use your magic in the field.
Stand by. Forwards. For freedom. Enemies, beware. For the order. Attack. The lines just hold. Let's go. Forwards. Let's go.
Onwards, warriors!
Shall not fail. At arms, men. It's an ambush. Where the lines must hold. At arms, men. It's an ambush. Now.
Well done. One of the undead was carrying a valuable gem. Take it along. Should you want to further test your fighting skills, turn north here.
Let's go.
Otherwise, follow the path farther towards the
adventure.
south.
Let's go.
Follow the path until you find the merchant.
Quickly
Merchants
now.
can be identified by the rotating coin above their heads.
Let's go.
You can buy and sell all kinds of objects from... Go up to the merchant and speak to him by clicking on him with the right mouse button. A window will appear with the merchant's menu. On the left of the menu, you will see 100 copper coins. Objects in SpellForce are divided into... You want to sell the gem to get money for a purchase. Select the lowermost symbol to open the category Quest and Value Objects. Click on the gem. The object you are offering will be marked green, and in the middle you will see the price the merchant wants to pay. Click on Sell. Now you can buy something else with the money. Click on the Runes category and purchase the Human Worker rune. Conclude the trade by clicking on the check mark on the
I'm
lower
ready.
left in the
Let's
window
go.
or by pressing the Escape key.
Follow me.
Open your inventory, select the category Rune Board, and place the Human Worker rune in the slot with the human portrait on the lower left of the Rune Board.
Follow me.
Close your inventory.
Forwards.
Follow the path to the
On my
bind stone.
adventure. Follow me.
Select the bind stone.
Tahira! So the others found you?
Yes, they're all well. Were you able to find out where the rune is, Joshua?
In the orcs' camp. I think it is in possession of their leader. Be careful. Those beasts are tough. You'll have to prepare yourself well. Once you've conquered them, bring the rune to me. I will turn it over to Master Rowan.
Let's go.
You can travel from one bind stone to another bind stone you have already activated. To do this,
I shall not
select your
follow me.
avatar
Ready
and
to
go
go.
to the bind
Let's get cracking
stone.
then. Your
Click
orders?
on it with the right
As
mouse
good as
button
done.
and select your
Here I am.
destination.
Off to work. Here I am.
You can try this out
As good
now
as
if you
done.
want. When you are done,
Orders?
follow the path to the human monument.
Ready to go. On my way. Understood.
Speak to Joshua, the man directly beside the monument. You should now
At your
have
service.
received a quest.
Here we go.
Open your
Ready to
inventory
go.
and select the quest book page.
That way. Off to work. Master of the rune?
In the middle of the window, when you close your inventory. Go to the monument, select it, and click on the rune symbol in the action bar. The moment you occupy or work the monument, things get serious. Normally, when enemies discover your newly established settlements, they will do all they can. The worker will appear in a couple of seconds.
Ready
You
to
may
go.
also
Let's
click
get
the
cracking
symbol
then.
several times to order
At your
more
service.
workers. Produce at least 5
Very well.
workers.
Off to go. Master of the rune?
When you have selected the monument, you will see numbers indicating your population limitations below. The upper number indicates how many workers of this race you currently have,
As good as done.
and the maximum number
Yes.
you are allowed
Off to
to
work.
have.
Master of the rune?
At present, you can
Break's
produce
over,
up to
time to
20
work.
workers.
Master
The
of
maximum number of workers
Let's get cracking
increases
then.
when you construct larger headquarters. On the upper right, you will now find a portrait for workers to the left of the monument. To have workers on the top edge of select workers and send them with the right mouse button to chop down trees, collect stone and mine ore until you have at least 50 units of each of these
Here I
three
am.
basic resources.
Building completed. Here I am. Let's get cracking then. Yes? As good as done. Yes, that way. I'm on it. At your service. No problem. Here I am. Here I am. On my way. Ready to go. As good as done. Your orders? Building completed. At your service. Master of the rune? On my way. Master of the rune? Ready to go. All right then. Here I am. Let's get cracking then. Yes? All right then. Break's over, time for work. Here I am. As good as done.
Very good. You now have sufficient resource. Select a worker and click on the building symbol in the action bar.
Building
A
completed.
selection of buildings will appear. Click on the woodcutter hut and select a site in the game world near the forest to start construction by clicking the left mouse button.
Here we go.
The selected worker will now begin to erect the building. You can select additional workers. Now select some other workers and build a quarry near the stone resources and a mine near the iron.
Master of the rune? Master of the rune?
In each of these resource buildings, when you send a worker to a building, wait until all 3 buildings are finished. Should construction work fail to continue on a
I'm on
building,
it.
this means you have mistakenly removed all the workers from the construction site. Now your resources should increase much. In the area surrounding your base, you will find a number of animals. Build a hunting lodge to gather food. Additionally, construct a small headquarters so that you will have up to 30 workers at your disposal.
All right then. Let's get cracking then. Master of the rune? Building completed. At your service. As good as done. Yes? As good as done. Building completed. Ready to go. Let's get cracking then.
You can send up to 5 workers to the hunting lodge to collect food faster. The amount of the food you have stored determines the maximum size of your army. The flags on the buildings show you whom the buildings belong to and
Let's
if
get
workers
cracking
are
then.
currently active in this building.
Here I am. Your orders?
If you look carefully, you will see that the lake behind the human monument
I'm on
is
it.
full of fish.
Master of the room. Here we go.
There are also some berry bushes on the bank of the lake, but these serve exclusively as food for elves. Now you should do something to defend your settlement. Build 2 towers in the area around the stone slabs, as enemies might come from this direction.
Ready to go. As good as done. Your orders? I'm on it. Building completed. Ready to go. As good as done. Your orders? Here we go. Here I am. I'm on it. Master of the room? Break's over. Time for work.
Ready to fight, sir. Moving out.
At your service. Let's get cracking then.
Ready for action. All right. Sir. Yes, sir. Understood.
Ready to go. All right, building completed. Your orders?
Sir. Yes, sir. All right.
Here I am. I'm on it. Yes? Let's get cracking then.
Yes, sir. All right. Awaiting your orders.
Break's over, time for work. Let's get cracking then. Break's over, time for work.
Awaiting your order. Right away, sir.
Building completed.
Some goblins are attacking your settlement. You will soon hear an alarm signal and see a red symbol on the overview map indicating the site of the attack. Defend your town with your avatar and your hero.
On my way.
Building completed.
Excellent. The attack has been thwarted. By the way, whenever you hear
Awaiting
an
your
alarm
orders.
signal, you can
Securing
use the
the area.
space bar to immediately switch to the site of the action. If your towers are damaged, you can have them repaired. Select one or more workers for the job and click with the right mouse button on the damaged structure. You
Ready
can
for
not
action.
only summon workers
On
at a
my
human
way.
monument, but also human warriors and mages. Single warriors summoned at the human. Now it is time to build an army. Firstly, you will need to construct a forge. Weapons and armor for battle units will be manufactured in this forge. If you
Ready to
have
fight,
several
sir.
forges,
Right away,
you
sir.
can produce units faster. Battle units are also summoned
On
to
my way.
human monuments. If you would like to establish a rally point for new units, select the human monument and click with the right mouse button on the desired destination. The appearance of a little flag indicates that the
On my
summoned
way.
combat units will assemble at this point.
Understood.
Select the human monument and summon at least 3 recruits and 3 scouts. If you are unable to produce
Come on,
units, you will find text marked in red in the
Let's
help
get
window,
cracking then.
which specifies the reason why, for example,
Break's over,
a missing
time for
or unoccupied building, or insufficient resource.
Ready to fight, sir. Moving out.
At your command.
The orcs
Understood.
have their own scouts always on the lookout. A scout is about to discover your settlement, which is shown by a yellow symbol appearing on the overview map. Destroy the opponents before they can get away. You may not
Ready
be
and
attacked
able.
now. The enemy headquarters will eventually... It is important to produce a larger army. You will need larger quantities of food. Select your human monument.
The rune calls.
The lower numbers in the selection window on the left inside the headquarters buildings, you can use food to increase the maximum size of your army. Select your small headquarters building. In the action bar below, you will now see a symbol for food. When you hold the mouse pointer directly above
Sir.
it, the
Yes,
costs
sir.
for this increase will show up in the
Understood.
help window. When you click once on the symbol, increase the maximum number of combat units to at least 20 units by clicking the symbol twice. If the symbol is darkened,
Ready
your
to fight,
hunters
sir.
have not acquired sufficient food,
Moving
and you
out.
will have to wait a while.
Ready
With
for
the
action.
small headquarters, you can support a
Understood.
maximum of 30 combat units. Mediums, if you produce additional scouts and recruits and destroy the orc camp in the east. Secure more resources and ensure you have sufficient
Eyes
food.
on my way. Sword ready, sir. Ready for action. All right.
At your command. Understood. Very well. 'Twill be done. Understood. Understood. Yes. Understood. Understood. For the glory of our...
Fortify the defenses.
On my way. Right away.
Never give up.
On my way. The rune. Yes.
Engaging the
light.
enemy.
For the light. For the light.
Fortify the
Glory
defenses.
about here! For the moon! For the lights! Understood. Yes. Understood. We'll be done.
You cannot search corpses or chests when enemies are near. There is a chest in the orc camp. Stand close to it with one of your characters, and you will be able to open the chest by clicking with the right mouse button. Take possession of both plans.
On my way.
You have just found the
Understood.
construction plan for a new building, and the unit plan for the human unit clerics.
Your orders? Very well, off I go. On
Open
my
your
way.
inventory and go to the plans page.
No problem. No problem.
Here you have an overview of which building and unit plans you have for all 6 races. On the right-hand side in the window, you can select the race. Select Humans. Place the unit plan in a free space among the
your service.
units
Over.
in the
Time for
lower
work.
line.
That way.
You can now produce this
No
unit
problem.
at your human monument, provided
Yes.
you have the required buildings and sufficient. Place the building plan in an empty slot on the line of building icons. The first line may be full, so you might have to press the right arrow. Now your workers are able to construct the Temple of Light. Close your inventory.
Your orders? As good as done.
If you want to summon human units with magic powers, you will need Aria, a magic liquid. Near the orc
All
camp,
right,
you
then.
will find an Aria spring.
Let's get cracking then.
Simple
Ready
workers
for
are not
securing the
able
area.
to collect Aria. You will need a special building for that purpose. Put up an Aria shrine near the Aria spring and the Temple of Light in your main settlement. To select this building, you must click on the pointer on the right of the building selection.
Securing the area.
Your orders? Very well, off I go. Building completed.
Up to 5 workers can work in the Aria shrine and collect Aria.
Upgrade
The Temple of
complete.
Light
A new
serves
skill
to
is
invoke
available.
units with magic powers, comparable to the Forge for weapon production. Several temples allow you to invoke magic units more quickly. Additionally, you can buy up if you, beside the Aria spring, produce at least 3 clerics. Should you be unable to produce the unit, the button will be darkened. In this case, move the mouse over the button and follow the instructions in the help window. In case you already have the maximum number of units, you can select units and destroy them by using the key K. The next thing we want to do is gear up iron production a little. Put up a smelting works as close as possible to your mine building. The mine
Yes,
craftsman will now deliver the mined
Right
ore
away, sir.
to the smelting works, where it will be processed further. This means you will now receive a double quantity of resources per delivery.
Ready for action. On my way.
Simple workers can only deliver their resources to headquarters and monuments. All the craftsmen
Awaiting your
can
order.
deliver their iron ore to us. Build a food storehouse. When the food storehouse is finished, you can use food to regenerate the life points and mana. Your avatar summoned at least 15 combat units. If you follow the path past the orc camp farther to the east, you will arrive at an enemy lookout. As soon as it makes sight contact, it will alarm its headquarters. Advance with your avatar, the hero, and at least 15 combat units to the east. As soon as the lookout has discovered you, a yellow warning signal will appear on the overview map.
Right away. Yes.
Here. To adventure. Let's go. To adventure. Follow me. To adventure. Let's go. To adventure. Follow me. Now.
Fortified and adventure.
Follow me. Now. To adventure. Let's go. Forwards.
The orcs have been alerted to your presence
now.
and will send out an assault wave to confront you. Destroy the orcs and their camp.